What's going on, YouTube? I'm your host, the Mad, the Dashing, Dash Jovis, and the new quests are here for the Duelist Cup, so we can get some gems. And someone asked me the other night what my favorite deck to play is, and it's gotta be Fiendsmith Control. So I figured let's build Fiendsmith Control for this format and see how it looks and how it fares. I'm not very optimistic about it. Maliss is so strong going first that it's hard to have enough pushes to beat them with a deck like Fiendsmith Control going second. And Ryzeal's pops actually are pretty good against you too. And then also ending on just Caesar. Well, Caesar doesn't do a lot to Ryzeal, and while it is effective against Maliss, its ceiling is pretty low. So we're going to start with our hand traps. And I do think Fiendsmith Control is a good deck to be a hand trap approach. So Nibiru for the crossout, Ash Blossom, Max C. My version is going to run Duelist because it's not only a good normal summon in this deck, but also I'm going to be running the Millennium card, so it's a good scale basically with the Millennium cards. We want Called By and Crossout because you do kind of lose to Duelist and Max C. And to a certain degree you can lose to Perulia as well. And because you're a Fiendsmith deck, Meowls, which some people are running, is also pretty good against you. You've got to decide whether or not you want to run the Dominus cards, because Dominus Purge doesn't conflict with anything in the main deck, but then Caesar is suddenly not usable, and Typhon suddenly not usable, so I tend to not run Dominus Purge in this deck. There's a bunch of stuff in the extra deck that it conflicts with. But Imperm, pretty good against Ryzeal, has applications against Maliss, so probably worth running. And then maybe Droll for the Ryzeal matchup. Also does help against Maliss if you combine it with other hand traps. So, and then I don't really see much point in running Effect Veiler in this format. Maybe we just run a couple Droplet. I've been liking Droplet against Maliss. It has a lot of useful applications. Dealing with their Omni Negate and with their Appaloosa, obviously pretty good. And then also, in fact, I think I'm going to run 2 Droll just for the crossout and 3 Droplet. Droll conflicts with Maxi and Duelist, so it's not that great, but you can kind of get away with drolling yourself in Fiendsmith Control a lot of the time. So then we want the Fiendsmith cards. I always start by putting in Lurie just so I don't forget it. Then 2 Engraver. My variant is going to be running all 3 Lacrima. Let's start with 3 Fiendsmith Tract. We want Paradise. I'm going to run 2 Desiree. We're definitely going to run Lacrima. I'm going to run 2 Requiem. Definitely going to run Sequence. And Agnum Day gives you the OTK. Then we want Moon. Moon is pretty important. Being able to bridge through Nibiru plus another tote or hand trap into full Fiendsmith combo, pretty useful. And then also it allows you to bridge the Millennium monsters into full Fiendsmith combo. These also increase the ceiling of your deck quite a bit and give you more play into Nibiru with Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. And then you need Doom Dragon to facilitate that. Also helps with making those pushes. Let's see. Evolve. Ryzeal Maliss. Pretty good to run in this list. You need Necro Equip in order to make all of the monsters, your Fiendsmith monsters, into Caesar. Nice and easy. And then we're going to run 1 Kashtira Fenrir, 2 Kashtira Unicorn, 1 Pressure Plant Race Off, 1 Kashtira Birth. What else am I missing? I've got Moon, I've got Necro Quip, I've got Caesar. Those are the unofficial Fiendsmith monsters. I've got Photon Lord. I've got Typhon. I've got 1 Desiree to send off the Paradise and another one to make. We've got Lacrima and Agnum for the OTKs. Let's see. You could run Baron in order to make off of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and a Kashtira monster. That's not terrible. Or alternatively, you could run Chaos Angel to make off of a light Chaos Angel off of Lacrima and Fiendsmith Engraver. But that appeals to me more with Bestials, where you can make a light and dark Chaos Angel. The Zombie Vampire could be good, just potentially milling into some stuff and doing some stuff. Oh, you know what? I'm not running Lancia right now, so I'm going to cut the 2 Drolls and 1 of these for Lancia. Probably important in a Tier 0 Malice format. And that would make Doom Dragon a little bit more appealing. Alternatively, we could run M7. I think I like that idea, running M7. Just a little bit more removal going second. The option to pick back up an artifact Lancia to loop it for the next turn. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but we'll just see how it feels in the games. And, alright, let's see how this does. Won the coin toss, that's nice. So this hand loses pretty hard to Droll. Add Lurie. Discard Lurie. Lurie effect. Summon Lurie. Take 1 into Fiendsmith Requiem. So we're gonna want to summon Lacrima, even though that means playing a little bit heavier into Nibiru. Just because that way we get Paradise and like it's just Caesar compared to Caesar and Paradise. It's a pretty big difference. You tend to want to put up all 3 interruptions with this deck because and I guess we could just send the Paradise now. Maybe we'll just send Engraver. That's not so bad. Then Requiem. Necro Quip. No second Fiendsmith Engraver in our hand to draw a card off this Necro Quip, but Fiendsmith Engraver, shuffle back Blurry. Dominus Impulse. Okay, well, we have this Fualos, so we normal summon Fualos. Why can't I make... Oh, it's not a Light Fiend. So I can only make Moon, eh? Oh. Well, not that the Fualos was doing much for me anyway. Alright, I guess maybe making Necroquip was a mistake. It's normally not. Normally you kind of want to, make the Necroquip before you revive the Engraver. But I guess in a Dominus Impulse that's not the case. Dormouse, okay. Summon Dormouse. Dormouse effect. A Forbidden Droplet. Sending Fualos. And then I'm gonna Lacrima. Revive Requiem. Then Requiem. They ash me there. Okay. That triggers Necroquip. Oh, second ash, not a great draw. Let's hope they don't have a normal summon here. They do have a normal summon, okay. Do they have another Malice monster in their hand? Okay, are they on Lizardos? Nope, they're going into Splash Mage. Alright, that's a good sign. Lizardos is entirely optional right now, but oh boy. Cross out, eh? I think that basically does it. What can Ash do against this now? I guess I can still Ash the Red Ransom. And then I have Fiendsmith for follow-up. Red Ransom effect. Royal Ash. I don't have Feed Ash. I never tried to get Feed Ash. I refuse to play with Feed Ash. I think you're a creep if you play with Feed Ash. I get it has an animation. I don't care. So we should have an OTK here. Yeah, that definitely doesn't hurt. Special summon Kashtira Unicorn. Kashtira Unicorn effect. Add Kashtira Birth. Activate Kashtira Birth. That was a good top deck, because now if they have Fualos, we don't just insta-lose. Fiendsmith Engraver. Shuffle back Engraver. Summon Engraver. Activate Requiem. Equip Engraver. Requiem. Engraver. Send that to the graveyard. Yeah, I'll play into Nibiru. It seems like I have to just go for the OTK anyway, so I might as well play into Nibiru. Requiem. Summon Lacrima. Lacrima. I'm going to send Paradise this time, so that if they do nib me, I can get rid of their nib. Then I link 2 into Sequence. I'm going to leave the Kashtira Unicorn in the graveyard, so that if they nib me, I can summon it back out and I'll do the 2 Requiem into Fiendsmith Lacrima. Lacrima effect. Revive. Engraver. Oh, I don't have SP in this list. What did I run instead of SP? M7? Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Link 3. Agnum Day. Go to the battle phase. Hit you for 18. Hit you for 24. Agnum Day. Back Engraver. In attack position. Hit you for 36, and that's game. And we even had an extra 1200. Not so bad. So yeah, that one draw really did help us there. So we got all of our dailies from yesterday done with that. Let's open up some packs now, and then we'll play a couple more games. So I'm trying to get my Vanquish Soul deck ready for the new Vanquish Soul cards. Not sure if I'm going to be running Doggeron and Impulse and Fire Attacker. Like, I'm either running Impulse and Fire Attacker, or I'm running Doggeron. But, and I might be running more Burger once I'm there. I've got a, don't I have a Royal Burger? No, I don't have a Royal Burger. Okay, well, we'll generate one of these. That gives us the pack. We'll craft down the 4th one of these. We don't need it. No Royal, that's alright. And all we have left to open up out of the cards we need is Mad Love. So let's hope we open a Mad Love or 2. I normally just skip, but I'm going to slow roll it this time because it's better for the content, I think. No Utopia, but upgrade. Out of the pack, eh? DD Crow. Oh. Okay, shiny DD Crow at least. That's not so bad. Nothing here. Pack number 3. Nothing here. Pack number 4. Ah, it's out of the pack. Herald of Perfection. That's actually a pretty good card. I mean, Herald of Ultimateness is just a better version of it, but if you want to spend SR Dust on your Tritron deck, that's a totally acceptable alternative. We got an ultra rare. That's not so bad. What's in this pack? That lot of nothing. Pack number 7. Gizmex and Durandal, don't need those. Couple of SRs. Shiny Snow Devil, not really needed. Pack number 9. Looks like we just get one ultra rare out of this. No Mad Loves. Oh, maybe we get a second ultra. Happy Pride, everyone! Yeah. Stake Your Soul. Ooh. Royal Wear Shoe Ship. I already have 3 Stake Your Soul, so the Stake Your Soul is just more ultra rare dust, but Shiny DD Crow could come up every now and again. You want to play one DD Crow. If I ever want to play Sue Ships, this will be fun. And a couple ultra rares means I can craft a Mad Love at least, so that's not so bad. Dismantle all extra selected cards. Okay. Ultra rare. Dismantle selected cards. Sort by obtained order. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have an ABC Dragon Buster. That's totally worth crafting down. Genroku, I don't need that anymore. Keep my Heavy Storm. I'm going to want to keep F.A. Dawn Dragster. Zombie Vampire. Is there anything in here that I do want to get rid of? Like Nightmare Unicorn. Entis could come up. I only have 2 effect failure. Oh, right, the third one is not craftable down. Okay, dismantle. Almost finished my Vanquish Soul Core. Craft the Mad Love, not shiny. It's alright. Turn that back off. Sort this back by rarity. Alright. 1 Mad Love away from having my Vanquish Soul Core. Oh, not what I meant to do. I want to play in the Duelist Cup. Because that's where I built the deck. Alright, so 1 or 2 more games of Fiendsmith. Oh, another win. That last game, it felt pretty good. It felt better than I expected it to feel. Definitely playing 17 hand traps is helpful. Duelist not very good in this hand, but special summon Kashtira Unicorn, activate Kashtira Unicorn effect, add Kashtira Birth. No Droll, that's good. Activate Kashtira Birth. But we're going to try and leave the Unicorn on the field to interrupt the opponent's hand traps. Lacrima sends Paradise. We link 1 into Requiem. Then we Requiem. Fua lost me, eh? Okay. And Maxi. Alright. Well. Summon Engraver. They draw 2 cards. But I get to Kashtira Unicorn. So there's some kind of Centurion deck with the Millennium engine. And they're running the Magistus engine to bridge... Or are they just running Magistus? So they've got two ways to use their Centurion cards. I could rip the Crimson Dragon, that would be pretty good. Then they're just making two Centurion cards with their Centurion stuff. Or I could get rid of Doomed Dragon to shut down their Millennium engine, but it doesn't look like they're on Zombie Vampire or on any rank 8s, so... Or maybe they're just on this because of the Magistus cards. That makes sense. Yeah, in that case, there's no point in doing that. I think I will just get rid of the Crimson Dragon. Yeah, there's no point in giving my opponent more cards. I'll just pass the turn. Okay. Equip it with Artemis. And then I kill a Unicorn. I guess I get rid of... I want to get rid of Snake Eyes Doom Dragon? No, I can make my own Doom Dragon if they Doom Dragon me, so I'm going to get rid of their Magistus card now. Okay, they add a Magistus monster from their deck to their hand. They add another Magistus monster. Yeah, okay, summon that. Do I want a Paradise? Card is normal or special summoned. You can fusion summon one Magistus or invoked fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand and or field. Okay. So we'll just let them do that. Doom Dragon. Doom Dragon targets Kashtira Unicorn. Okay. They make Chimera Primus. I'm going to use my Paradise here. Do I get ashed? I do get ashed. I think that's the game, realistically speaking. Yeah, Maxi, man. What a brutal card. Can't believe it's still legal. Absolute insanity. Oh, they chose not to destroy anything. Okay. Blemma Oath. I can banish stuff from their graveyard now. but there's none of their Centurion stuff in the graveyard. Stand up Centurion. Oh, I can't activate Cashier Birth because they've placed my Cashier Unicorn. Right. Right. I guess I should have gotten rid of Doom Dragon. Okay, dude. Okay. Okay. Phalanx? Gargoyle, oh, okay. Since they don't have Crimson Dragon anymore, I don't see how this helps them that much. But maybe they're just not playing Phalanx, so... Because yeah, now they make Auxilla, but Auxilla plus Legatia can't exactly make another 12 if your other 12s are all if your other 12s are all Crimson Dragon targets. Lacrima, summon back Requiem. Okay. Well, I'll let them attack me so that I have the gems. I'm not a big fan of this whole your game doesn't count if you surrender thing. I understand they're trying to discourage people from surrendering early, but like, you shouldn't punish people more for losing when they're already losing. You shouldn't force people to watch a 10-minute cutscene in order to have their plays count. Like, I don't know, that bugs me. But I mean, that's one of the many things about Master Duel that bugs me. You know. But so yeah, 1-1 record with the Fiendsmith Control deck, and didn't see our Millennium cards either time, so we didn't really have the higher ceiling that the deck usually has. We got to see how good Kashtira Unicorn can be sometimes. More dailies pop up. Spectate to Alive. So, yeah, not a terrible record with the deck, but again, it's just kind of fallen off. Caesar plus Paradise, not a high enough ceiling board to deal with the meta threats. You know, Ryzeal and Maliss can both kind of play through that. Paradise being ashable and called by the Graveable and everything really hurts you a lot too. Unicorn, really good right now. Millennium cards, really good right now, make this deck even stronger. But, and also give you more use for your Fuwalas. But, kind of fallen off. I think M7 should probably have been SP Little Knight, just so that you can make Moon and then still have a Link 2 to make with the Lacrima for the OTK. But yeah, it's disappointing that this deck isn't faring very well. This engine fares really well in other decks, but this deck is a little bit outclassed right now. But I don't know, I still had fun. Got to open some packs. Almost got my Vanquish Soul core ready for the release of Holy Sue and Vanquish Soul Start. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye!